Hi guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through the 10 biggest mistakes I've made in my business. Now I've been in business for nearly 10 years. If I would have taken care of these things sooner in the piece, it would have really made a big difference in the business and in my cash flow. So what I'm going to share with you here might also serve you as you are already in a business or you are about to head in business too. So here are my 10 biggest mistakes and the learning lessons from them. Number one is not having a plan. One of my mentors says that if you haven't got a plan, you are planning to fail. So if you fail to plan well for the future, you cannot have one. And so I've really learned that the hard way. With a plan, you actually make deliberate attempts at growing somewhere, and you keep also yourself accountable towards goals and milestones that you set by a certain time frame. And so with a plan, you can execute your plan well and measure progress with it. Without a plan, you just are busy being busy. And busy being productive is something different. So that was number one. Number two is selling time for money only. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I used to be a consultant, a trainer, a coach, and a speaker, and all of these things, typically, you do face-to-face with people, face-to-face, and you get paid when you do it, and you don't get paid when you don't, especially if you are freelancing or working as a sole trader. So selling time for money is not a good idea. The sooner you can actually start putting money into things that will become income-generating revenue streams, that's so much smarter. Now, I definitely have done that since I've learned the lesson, but the sooner you start with it, the easier it's going to get for you. Number three then is trying to work with everyone. Not everyone is a great client. Not everybody you want to do business with. Not all business is profitable business, and not all business is fun business. Certain clients are hard work. Certain people you don't have the experience for working with. And so it's really good to know what your niche is, what your key target industry is, and your dream clients, and focus all of your attention to those. It's easy to service them. You have the skill sets, the knowledge, the experience, the examples, and the likes required to have a big impact with them. And the sooner you work with more of them, the sooner the word gets spread, you get better results for them, therefore more people are referred to you, and it just becomes easy to do business. So trying to work with everybody, not a good idea. Zoom in on the ones that really you can make a difference with. Number four then is not paying myself first. I'm not sure about you here, but I got taught to really always pay your bills. And especially when you're working for yourself, you might have fluctuations in cash flow. And so some money will come easily, and then you have more than you actually have bills for. And other times, you're really short on cash, and you got more expenses than what you actually have in the bank for. So the challenge then is, if you really keep doing what we got taught to do, which is pay your bills, you end up with nothing at times. And that is not a good thing. When you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, you went into it with the idea to provide for yourself and your family and have the lifestyle, at least down the track that you want. And so it's about taking deliberate steps every day, every week, every month. And paying yourself first is one of those. It makes sure that you pay yourself a realistic amount of money every week so that you can provide for your lifestyle and your family without, let's say, becoming excessively exorbitant with the money that you throw at things. Next one then is thinking that I didn't need advertising online. Now, I thought I was, in a way, I had lots of things going for myself, and I do, but it was kind of unrealistic to think that I could do without digital advertising. And so, whether you think about sponsoring Facebook or, YouTube or Google or LinkedIn, or I don't care really. The thing is, to reach out and find enough people that are willing to want to work with you to buy your product or your service, you need advertising. And so the sooner you get on the bandwagon, obviously knowing what you're doing and doing it well, the better that's going to be for your business as well. Number six then is not engaging a coach ongoingly. I've done, let's say, back and forth. I went back and forth on working with a coach myself, even though I coach others. It's really important to know that even doctors need somebody else to work on them. They even sometimes need surgery and the likes. They don't just always do it themselves. Particularly if you're looking for a business and to grow and scale and be more productive and find ways to be more efficient and save money, save time, make more money. All of that, working with a coach helps us to fast track our learning curve. And otherwise, we pay our tuition too. The thing is, Whether you think you're gonna save on something, to save the money, you're still gonna pay for it because your mistakes might be very costly. And so I've learned that also sometimes the hard way. By leveraging somebody else's knowledge, expertise, sometimes even network and thoughts and ideas and questions, you really fast track your own development, and you can sometimes prevent very costly mistakes to happen. We always pay either way, whether you pay somebody for advertising or you pay in costly mistakes down the track, and even loss of income. And so that is one of my other great learning lessons along the way. Number 7 then is spending money too easily. It's hard work to earn a buck, would you agree? And so spending it is very easy to do. So I've definitely been privy to spending money too easily, and especially knowing that it's sometimes harder to earn than to spend it. Number 8 then is not setting up automation right from the start. Now there is so much technology that we can use to streamline processes, to make things more efficient, to having to compute less in the back end and using Excel spreadsheets and the likes. It saves valuable time and money and costly mistakes. So automation, it should really be part of it right from the get-go. That's definitely my other big learning. Number 9 then is spending money that we didn't have yet. So it's not a good idea to say, like, even though you might have already sent invoices out, then to say, you know what, I'm just gonna, spend the money now without having the dollars in the bank. When I did, is that somehow the people that were supposed to pay me found ways to delay payment, and then I was in where. I had trouble then. And so it's better to then somehow renegotiate an extension of something that is due by a certain time frame, rather than already fork out the money without you having it in the first place. So make sure that, unless you obviously have a loan for a commercial property, I'm not talking about any of that, but really for other things that are more casual expenses, make sure you earn it before you spend it. Last but not least, having no products to sell. If you are in a trap of selling time for money, the problem is that you don't have anything that is building and growing in your absence. And so a product to sell helps you to make money. People can buy a product while you're asleep. And so again, it's really vital to have products with a good markup, preferably even products of your own. They have the biggest markup possible. Those are my 10 big learning lessons. Call them mistakes, call them failures, but I would say they were my learning lessons. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment with any thoughts or questions on this topic. Appreciate you joining in. My name is Bram, and I wish you the best of luck in your business. Again, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us a comment. Thank you very much.